You know, the guy that sells you chicken down the road, you've got a friend whose cousin, whose dad, whose uncle's single and might like you. Everybody's hooked up today. Gone are the days when your friend has a friend that you may like. And this is just really, really quick. I've just come out from up the road. I haven't even taken my coat off. I just wanted to get this down and ask a question. Before I went out, I was watching X Factor. Don't judge. And there was a really, really nice looking black guy that came on. Dark skin, had a little goatee, you know, and shaven head. The way Shan likes it. One of the ways I like it, I also like dreadlock men. But this, I could do a shaven head. As long as you're dark skin, you've got a little goatee, we're good to go. So yeah, he's on X Factor and he's kind of like talking about himself and what he's done. 2-3 minutes, and so I'm like guesstimating. I'm thinking, yeah, you're about like 5'9", you look good. You look about 35, and I'm basically just standing there saying to myself, yes, I definitely would every weekend and maybe a Thursday. 2 or 3 minutes later, when he gets interviewed on the stage, he drops that he's 50 years old. So it made me think, I'm single, and I've been single for 2.5 years. And if I met a guy, and we were dating, and we'd gone on like 3 or 4 dates, and this guy is just ticking all of the boxes, and then comes up in conversation, like I said, 3 or 4 dates down the line, that he is actually 50, would I stop seeing him because he's 50? Or would I just like think, okay, well, he's ticking my boxes, I'll just go ahead? In your 30s, because I'm 32 now, in your 30s, is 50 still too old? When I was 24, I was involved with a guy that was 20 years older than me. We weren't in a relationship, and I would never have been in a relationship with him because he was just too old. We were very, very casual, if you know what I mean. It was just like casualty. But I'm 32 now, and I'm ready. You know, I thought by now I would have, you know, I'd be settled down, married, and be looking, you know, in the next 2 years to have my kids. I'm nowhere near that. I'm so single, it's a joke. So if I met a guy, and you know, guys are hard to meet. You know, it's not like the olden days when like your best friend's cousin, uncle has some friend that, you know, you might like, or you know, the guy that sells you chicken down the road, you've got a friend whose cousin, whose dad, whose uncle's single and might like you. Everybody's hooked up today. Gone are the days when your friend has a friend that you may like. You know, so when you do meet a guy, you've got to hold on to that guy and just pray it's going to work out. I'm not saying you need to be desperate, but it's hard to meet men. So at 32, you got to be thinking, if I meet a guy and he's ticking all the boxes, and then I find out that he's, you know, 20 years older than me, do I just say no? I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. Like, if you had kids in the next couple of years, by the time your child reaches 10, he'll be 60. However, in his defense, when you met him, you thought he looked 35. So in 10 years' time, will you do the math? So I thought I'd put that out there to you ladies. It would be really good to know, you know, primarily from people who are in their 30s, whether or not, you know, if they met a guy that was really nice and after about 3, 4, maybe 5 dates, conversation came up. You guessed how old he was. It didn't come up. I'm just saying, if you didn't know how old the guy was, but you really liked him and you found out that he was 20 years your senior, would you stop seeing him, considering that you are in a position where you want to have kids? And let's say he wants to have kids. I mean, you know, if he wants to have kids, is it fair not to? So yeah, I'm putting it out to you lot. So I'd like to hear from people, like I said, who's in this situation, who did meet someone in their 30s. Meet somebody when they're in their 30s, and that person was like a good 20 years, maybe 10 years older than them. You know, did it work out? Is it still working out? Did he have the energy? Could he keep it going? You know, do you have kids? What's it like? And also from, you know, single women out there, like, what do you think? Would you stop seeing somebody? You know how hard it is to meet someone. Would you stop seeing somebody because they were 20 years older? I just thought I'd put that out to you guys, because there's nowhere better to find out, a question to a girl's answer than throwing it out onto the Afro hair community on YouTube. It's like, I've been part of many discussions and you lot come up with a lot of good things. I thought I'd just throw it out there, and it would be really good to get like some video responses, because comments down at the bottom would be great. I appreciate those, but I think sometimes when people do video responses, you can kind of get a little bit more of how they feel about situations or how they feel about things from when you actually sit down and hear them talk. So, but any comments to this, I'd be happy. And if at any point anybody at any point sees this video, I would appreciate some sort of response. Okay guys, thanks for watching. So until next time, thanks, bye.